And welcome back. It's incredible what you can learn about our past by just paying a visit to the History Museum on the Square. And no better way to learn about it than by talking with the Executive Director, John Sellers. I got to visit with him to learn about one of the biggest movers and shakers this area has ever seen. Here's this week's Springfield Stories. You know, in the past we have talked about Route 66, and a name that's hooked to that is John Woodruff. Now, people think, okay, he's hooked to Route 66 and maybe the building that's in Springfield, but in reality, he is much more to the history of this area. And I've got a guy who knows all about him. This is John Sellers, Executive Director of History Museum on the Square. Good to see you again, John.
Good to see you.
Okay. We've talked before about John Woodruff's part in the naming of Route 66. And I'm one of those people who said, okay, he did that. And then the Woodruff Building.
Right.
That's just kind of scratching the surface.
That's just a pinch of it.
Yeah.
John T. Woodruff came here as an attorney for the railroad in 1904. And immediately fell in love with this area, fell in love with the community. And he was an amazing visionary. His autobiography is one of the neatest things I ever read. I mean, it's amazing.
Would he be just really the idea of a mover and shaker?
Absolutely, and not just a mover and shaker, but somebody who took other people along with him. Who he gathered people who shared his vision and made things happen. I mean, really made things happen. When you look at his history here in Springfield, he was on the committee that brought Missouri State University here as the normal school.
MSU?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he worked on all of that to get them here. He was on the committee that brought the medical center here. He was on the committee that brought O'Reilly Hospital here. So those are three things, those are three huge projects that he helped and worked on. But along with that, he was also a builder.
Okay, because, he did much more.
Oh, my gosh.
If that wasn't enough.
He built the Woodruff Building and put his name on it, which was the biggest building in Springfield at the time. But he built the Colonial Hotel. He built the Kentwood Arms Hotel, which was the first motor hotel in Springfield. It was designed and built to attract motor travel. It had parking. It had an area around it, a park-like area, and all the things that motorists driving through would stop in and stay at.
So sort of the idea of a motel, but a little bigger and fancier.
The Sansone Hotel, the Downtown Hotel, built all four of those just to have enough room and space here for more people so that the city could travel and people, the travelers could grow and come to this community.
How did he get all of this done?
He never stopped. He never, ever stopped. And along with that, he also was instrumental in the building of the Frisco office building here, where they moved the Frisco offices to. I mean, he was just constantly making things happen. And then when he needed a new project, he needed to do something, he sold the buildings off. He sold the Colonial Hotel, and Colonial Hotel and one other building downtown. Sold those to the Herr family to generate more income so he could build something else. He was always building and always growing. He even took his own farm that he had out east of town and turned it into a country club called Hickory Hills Country Club.
Oh, so he's responsible for Hickory Hills as well?
That was his farm.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, the man was just extraordinary.
I mean, if not for a man like Woodruff, or if not for him, Springfield wouldn't have the breadth, the depth that it has today.
No, wouldn't at all. And he did it all for the benefit of the community. He didn't. There was no self-aggrandizement. He didn't put his name on things other than the Woodruff Building. He kept it all generic and things that just anybody could grasp onto.
Yeah.
He was an amazing man and deserves much more credit than he gets.
And this is something I also, did he have a long and fruitful life? I mean, fruitful, obviously.
Oh, my goodness, yes. Yeah, he lived up into the 40s, well up into the 1940s.
1940s.
Yeah, but he had come here as an attorney for the railroad in 1904.
So, really, you don't know part and parcel unless you include John Woodruff.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Amazing, amazing. And that is just one of the people.
Another thing he did, he was also the first president of the Route 66 Association. When they started Route 66, they had an association to promote the highway, and he was the president the first 2 terms.
I have a feeling that if we stand here long enough, you probably could dig out a lot more on John Woodruff.
Probably could.
All right, if you want to know about John Woodruff, all you have to do is come to the History Museum on the square. John, if people want to know more about all that goes on here, how do they find out?
HistoryMuseumOnTheSquare.org is our website. Also, we have Facebook, History Museum on the Square, and also you can just reach us by phone, 417-831-1976.
All right, History Museum on the Square. You got to come by.